We've divided this into 3 parts. The first one is work on your pitch. And this one confused me at first because I'm like, what do you mean work on my pitch? I just want to be a better guest. There are a large amount of people who actually are actively seeking many podcasts to be on as part of their PR strategy. And it's one of the best things you could do for your PR. It's wonderful to find a podcast that you can be a guest on. We also receive pitches all the time. And Veronica, can you tell us about some of the pitches, maybe the 4 or 5 things that we want to focus on when we're pitching ourselves to be a guest on a podcast?
So I made a list of this, and first one would be to pitch to podcasts with audiences that are interested or are in alignment with what you have to offer. This is very important. Talk about how you'll be contributing to the audience. This is when you're crafting your pitch, when you're sending that email, when you're sending that DM. Talk about how you'll be contributing to the audience instead of making it about you and your credentials and your accolades and how cool you are. This is okay, but just keep it very minimum, just 1 paragraph, and then the rest should be like what is going to be that amazing experience, amazing contribution that you are going to bring to the table for that podcast and for its audience. Take time to research the podcast and the host. Make sure that you don't send just a general broad pitch. Make it personal so it feels as a podcast host that person did his or her research and that they took the time to just learn about me and my cause and what my podcast is all about and what my audience is all about. So that's very important before you craft your pitch. And if you are hiring, this is a big one because we've gotten emails like maybe if I can find the email and get a screenshot of the email and post it on my social media, you can see like we've gotten many emails from maybe it's a PR firm that some people they like to work with PR firms because then they get to send emails to 100, 200 podcasts and see who's going to reply to that email. But they send emails with say something about the podcast here. So with the instructions, instead of putting
with
the information with the placeholders, in
yes,
the template. So if you hire a PR firm, just make sure that they are doing what they're promising you that they will do, because this can hurt your brand and can hurt your reputation instead of getting you the opportunity to be in front of podcast audiences. So as far as pitch, that's what I have. If you are not pitching to podcasts, that is something that I will highly recommend. That's something that we're going to do. And that's something that I recommend my clients to do. Anybody that I come in contact with, because podcasts are a great way to connect with audiences, to put yourself and your services in front of other people, to share your expertise, to network.
Yes.
So if you're not doing it, start doing it and follow not the steps, but the best practices that I'm sharing here with you, and you'll be gold.
I love that. And I couldn't agree more. I think that's why, even though it can be frustrating, it could be scary, it could be painful, you can sweat profusely like me when you do it. You can never feel 100% about your performance. All of that stuff, we still find ourselves doing this. And it's because of the benefits. And it doesn't matter the size of the podcast. You never know what opportunities can come from a good podcast interview. And so many doors can open up and so many new opportunities for you can open up. So it's definitely something to look into.